Tap like and subscribe.
In front of Prince Aurel's gilded castle, a splendid festival is taking place. Aurel stands by his window, watching.
Hey, Aurel, the king's adopted son. What do you think would happen if I told the crowd out there this little secret?
Who are you? How do you know I'm adopted? What do you want?
Aurel, I only want you to do one little thing for me. Step into this mirror, fetch me the flying broom, and I'll keep this secret to myself.
All right, but you must promise to keep my secret.
Aurel stepped into the mirror and was immediately imprisoned, unable to escape.
Be a good boy and stay put in there, Aurel. I trust Princess Lyra will trade her beauty to save you. Then I'll possess her beauty. I'll be the most beautiful woman in the kingdom. All the young men will flock to me like before.
News of Aurel's disappearance spread throughout the kingdom. At the same time, in the snow garden of the Winter Palace, Princess Lyra was playing with butterflies, dancing merrily among the flowers. A carrier pigeon swooped down. Lyra took the letter, and after reading it, was alarmed by the news of the prince's disappearance. Without hesitation, she rode straight for the city gate of the Winter Palace. Keo and the two squirrels were playing, splashing in the stream. All three were full of cheer. Suddenly, the gem on his cord flared with light, and from within came a panicked alarm. The prince is missing. As the sound faded, the pounding of hooves could be heard in the distance, growing nearer and nearer. Keo and the two squirrels understood a new mission had arrived. He hurried with his squirrel friends toward the wide dirt road in the distance, the direction of the oncoming hoofbeats. Far off, Princess Lyra was riding like the wind. As the horse drew near, Keo raised his hand to stop her and asked,
Your Highness, are you on your way to the Gilded Castle because you heard the prince is missing?
Yes. I fear for him, so the moment I got the news, I set out at once.
I've been given the mission to assist your Highness in finding the prince.
Lyra nodded. She pulled Keo up onto the saddle. The two squirrels clung to the reins. The group spurred the horse straight toward the Gilded Castle. Inside the magnificent palace of the Gilded Castle, the king and queen were downcast over Prince Aurel's disappearance.
Lyra, I've sent people across the entire kingdom to search, but no one has seen the prince.
Your Majesty, I promise I will find him.
Immediately afterward, the princess, Keo, and the two squirrels split up to gather clues about Aurel. Lyra walked the castle corridors, questioning the maids and the guards. Keo went into town asking merchants, townsfolk, and the gate soldiers. The two squirrels climbed the high tower to observe. From there, they could look down on where the festival had taken place. After a long day of searching, the group reconvened.
Your Highness, from what the townspeople, servants, and soldiers say, everyone saw the prince in that room before he vanished. That means he never left the castle right in. He's very likely imprisoned somewhere inside.
I also questioned the attendants. They confirmed the last sighting of Aurel was in that very chamber.
As if struck by the same realization, Lyra and Keo immediately ran up the stairs toward Aurel's room. Lyra opened the door and stepped inside. The room was neat and luxurious. She went to the window. The teacup Aurel had left was still full.
He would never leave his tea unfinished like this.
Keo had an idea. He sprinkled fine white powder across the floor. Faint footprints slowly appeared, leading straight to the large mirror hanging on the wall, with Aurel's vanity table beneath it. Lyra moved closer to the mirror. Caught on the edge of the frame was a small strip of yellow cloth.
This is a piece of the scarf I once gave him.
Keo flicked his lighter and lit the white candle placed on the table beneath the mirror. The flame tilted slightly toward the mirror's surface.
There's a current of air blowing from inside. On the other side of this mirror is another world.
Keo knocked 3 times on the mirror's frame. A moment later, from within came knock, knock, knock. Lyra and Keo stared at each other in astonishment.
Aurel? Is that you in there?
Lyra, it's me. I can't find a way out.
Aurel, don't worry. Keo and I will help you get out of here.
The princess, Keo, and the 2 squirrels huddled together to discuss a plan to rescue the prince. Quick-witted, Keo tied a red thread from his own belt to the princess's, instructing the 2 squirrels to stand guard outside the mirror and hold the end of the spool.
Wherever we go, we'll keep letting out the thread so we can find our way back to this room.
Keo and the princess stepped through the mirror's surface. Inside, the space unfolded into hundreds of reflecting mirrors. Lyra called softly, "Aurel," her voice low so as not to wake the witch. From afar, Aurel answered in a whisper. Keo and Lyra tilted their ears to listen, following the faint echo to the mirror that held him captive. At the same time, the witch was fast asleep inside another mirror. Even in slumber, her face was ferocious, and her steady breathing drifted faintly along the mirror-lined corridor. The mirror imprisoning Prince Aurel had the numbers 1 to 9 engraved across its surface. A thin mist blurred the characters. Princess Lyra gently breathed onto the glass. The haze cleared, leaving only 3 numbers visible. These were the password. Lyra entered the sequence. Tick, tick. The code activated. The mirror's surface rippled like water and unlocked. Aurel stepped out, embracing Lyra as joy overflowed. At that very moment, the witch's shrill laughter echoed. Footsteps approached from afar. Sensing danger, Keo shouted,
"We have to get out of here now! She's coming!"
The 3 sprinted through the mirror world, following the guiding red thread back to the mirror in Aurel's chamber. Behind them, the witch swept along with dark clouds at her heels, her ferocious eyes as if to devour them, her wailing voice echoing mournfully. They reached the mirror, she closed in. All 3 vaulted through the surface, escaping by a hair's breadth. On this side, the 2 squirrels immediately used hammers to smash the mirror in the prince's room, cutting off the pursuit. The 3 of them panted, sweat beading, but their eyes shone with relief. The princess and the prince embraced in happiness. On hearing that the prince had been rescued, the king and queen were overjoyed and embraced happily. After listening to the prince recount everything, the next morning, before all the people of the kingdom, on the castle balcony overlooking the square, the king officially announced that the prince was his adopted son. He also declared that from now on, the future heir need not be of his blood. As long as one has talent and virtue, one is fully worthy of the throne in the future. The king's and the prince's honesty, together with a love that transcended blood and the wisdom to choose a worthy heir, brought joy to the people. Not only did they not blame his majesty, they lavishly praised an enlightened king. The king expressed his gratitude to Keo, Princess Lyra, and the two brown squirrels for rescuing the prince. He bestowed upon Keo the Shard of Honesty and invited Keo and the two squirrels to stay at the palace to rest. Holding the Shard of Honesty and having witnessed all that had happened, Keo understood. No matter the circumstance, one must never lose oneself, and honesty will always bring good things in life.
There's more! Stay tuned for the next episode, friends!